What's going on, everybody? Friday. Man, it's hot outside. And I'm going to make it hot inside. I got 3 different salsas right here that I've never tried. There's a story behind them. And then the chips I've decided to try them with are the Tostitos habanero. If you haven't had these chips, get on those chips. They're the best commercialized hot chip that I've ever had. They're fantastic. They're really, really good. Not overly hot. You know, for me, I got to eat a good amount of them to get any kind of heat profile from it. But they're good. So nonetheless, Tostitos habanero. They're bomb. They're great. Habanero's my favorite pepper. We all know that. So, 3 different salsas. This is a salsa that's imported straight from Mexico. Salsa habanera. You know, it's got all the way to the high heat level there. You see it there. We got that. And then I just found, and apparently it's been there for a while, but Tres Amigos, Los Amigos, I think it's Tres Amigos Carniceria. One of those. Anyways, it's in Sparks, Nevada, right off of McCarran and Prater, I believe. Anyways, so right in my neck of the woods. And I asked a friend at work, I said, have you ever been there? And he said, yeah. He said, pretty good, blah, blah, blah. I was all right, I'm going to stop in there. So I stopped in there a few weeks ago and looked at their hot sauce and their meats and their salsas and everything. And I came away with this one. Because even the day I asked my coworker, I said, well, he said, no, it's great. They got a great habanero sauce. I was all right. So I saw these sauces, they were all there. Here's the other 2. And I just assumed that this was the one that he was talking about. Come to find out, later, he was talking about the bottom one, I think, right? It's hard to say. These two are in-house made at the Carniceria. And I'll tag them in this because I have their name wrong, I'm pretty sure, but nonetheless, I thought it was this. I just, seeing it, I didn't know. When I first went there, right there. Oh, my bad. Tres Amigos Carniceria. Tres Amigos Carniceria. They have a few in-house made. They have some come from, Mexico direct, blah, blah, blah. Good place. They had some really good salsas or hot sauces that I haven't tried that are right up my alley with the Mexican flavors and all that kind of thing. So I really recommend it. I haven't bought any meat. I brought some produce there. The avocados were fantastic. The habanero peppers were fantastic. So the produce is good. Anyway, I wanted to do a review on these salsas because I got this one. So I've tried this before, but I'm going to review it again as fresh as I can because I bought this one, and then the first time I tried it, I didn't try it for a few days, but it seems like it's packaged pretty well. So, I don't think that probably going to change my mind, but I threw it in the mix. I wasn't a big fan of it, I'm going to be honest with you now. But salsa habanero, ingredients: tomatoes, fresh roasted chilies, roasted chili habanero, water, onion, salt, garlic, and oregano. And that's it. That's really all that's on there. It says Don Pedro's Kitchen in Covina, California. So I guess this doesn't come, but it has a telephone number. Yeah, so I was wrong. So I guess this doesn't come straight from California, but Covina, California, nonetheless. Don Pedro's Kitchen. So let's try that first. See what we got. And like I said, I tried this one because I thought that was the salsa he was talking about, but come to find out it wasn't. So I went back now and I got these other ones. And I asked the girl, I said, which one's the hottest of the 2 here on my left? On my left. And she had to ask somebody, so that was kind of weird for me. But all right, you know, good looking coloration in there. Just get it. It's got a good thickness to it. I like that. You can definitely tell that it's roasted because you can see a lot of the you know. Off the Tostitos habanero. Oh, these chips have a great smell to them. Look at these bad boys. Great coloration to them. So, this salsa is better than I remember. That was about 2 weeks ago when I first got it. And then I didn't go back to the Carniceria until today to get the other two. This is definitely better than I remember it. It's probably fresher than it was because when I had bought it, first time I tried it, it was like a week after that, right? So, it's not a bad little salsa. I mean, you can see it's got a good, oop, dripping. It's interesting. It's not terrible. My original and last thought of this salsa was it had a chemical kind of taste to it. And I didn't get that this time until that last little spoonful I just did. Just a slight undertone of that. And I don't know why that is, but it's a decent salsa. You know, I think you need to move the rating down on it, you know, to about somewhere in there, but that's just me. All right, clean the palate a little bit and get into two of these more homemade ones or local. So the first one, this one was the hotter of the two, what I was told, so we'll go with this. It just says salsa taqueria. You know, it's got a lot of bits and pieces in there, you can see. So seems interesting. What's on this bad boy? What? Shit, I can't even open it. Oh, there it is. I got it. The boy got it. Already smells 100 times better than that one. Absolutely. It's got a really pungent red chili flavor or smell to it. That smells good. All right, so here we go. Again, Tres Amigos, Carniceria in Sparks, Nevada. It's a lot more watery, you know, than the salsa habanero I just did. You know, I like my salsas, you know, if we're going with that, to be a little more chunky and not so runny, but let's see what we got. It's pretty. standard. Ooh, it's got a good finish to it. Kind of a burnt flavor. Wow. Yeah, this is a normal Hispanic flavored salsa that I'm pretty kind of used to. This, you know what this reminds me of actually? Yeah, there's a Hispanic restaurant right in my neighborhood called La Fuente, and I used to go there a lot. We won't get into why I don't go there anymore, but I used to go there a lot. And after a year or 6 months or so, you know, they finally would start making me my own salsa because nothing was hot enough. I'd bring in my own stuff. I'd bring in pepper, you know, blah blah. And they started making me when I showed up a salsa that is very very similar in flavor to what this is. So this is good. I mean, this is something I would eat all day. Again, it's not really hot. These Tostitos habanero chips have complemented both salsas extremely well and actually made both of the salsas better, in my opinion, and hotter. Decent salsa. I mean, I like this better than I like it better than that, even though I like the consistency of that one better, a little more chunky. This is pretty runny. The more I eat of this though, the hotter it kind of gets. Really just on the lips though. So, that was pretty good. Salsa taqueria from Tres Amigos Carniceria. Decent. The heat profile is building in my mouth. It's definitely increased a lot with the consumption of that one as opposed to the first one. So, yeah, it's a much better salsa. So, the homemade shit is better than the stuff from Covina, California. That's for sure. The Tostitos habanero chips, they're helping, of course. Now let's get into what is supposed to be the hotter of the two from the Carniceria, which is that guy. And since the first one was hotter than the store brand type shit, it's the store brand. Ooh, okay. Yep. So that has a really fresh aroma, a really strong smell to it. Oh, this is chunkier than the last one. This is gonna be good. This is the hotter of the two, or which will be the hotter of the three. But, ooh, man. Such a good. Wish I could just show you better, but man, you can see the burnt in parts in there. All right, let's get this. I'm excited now off that smell. Very authentic Hispanic smell and flavors to it. I'm getting some tomato right up front, but I'm also picking up some spices. So, much thicker than the last one. You see that? Much thicker. This is going to be a good sauce. I can already tell. Alright, let's try it. Let's get a big boy spoonful. Right there. Here we go. Well, there's a little bit of a back-end chemical taste to that, like there was with the other one, first one. It's weird. I don't know. Man, what's a spoonful? It's very good though. I'm not disappointed, but well, all right, folks. This one here, the third one, the salsa de molcajete, I think is how you pronounce that. I'm not sure. Salsa de molcajete. This one is the best of the three, hands down. It's hard to tell. Let me get the chips going here before I rate the heatings on them, because I almost feel like, again, these habanero Tostitos are phenomenal. It's a taco. No, a salsa taco. It's a good looking one. Get them with quite a bit on there. All right. Yeah. Okay, we gotta do a side by side. I'm conflicted now with the two sauces. The two sauces from the local Carniceria are definitely hotter than that other one at a Covina. So, but I was told from the girl working that the hotter of the two homemade ones, you know, had jalapeno serrano and jalapeno, garlic, onion, because there's no ingredient list on them, which I'm okay with. But well, it's kind of mild. They're all mild for me, but I almost think the one that she told me was not as hot as the other one is the hotter one, the more runnier one. That one, huh? Let me give that 10 seconds. Okay. Let's get the other one. Let me try. Okay. Okay. Very similar. Now I know the difference. The one that was told was the least hot, which is this guy. It has something in there, like maybe a chili powder or something like that. Not an artificial flavoring, but something that is giving it that kind of little heat. The one that I was told is the hottest has a more all-natural heat. So there is more pepper in that one, I believe. This one, they're probably making this other one with like red chili flakes, which is good, natural too, or whatever, but it's kind of the difference. This one, because you can see, if you can, kinda, this one has much more thickness to it and much more full ingredients, where this is a much more liquidy kind of, it just has kind of seeds in it, right? So very hard for me to determine which is the hotter. They're both at about the same level of heatness for me. Neither one of them, none of these sauces, even this guy, really brought a tear to my eye. And I've eaten quite a bit of all of these together. I'm going to be honest here and tell you that the hottest thing here are the Tostitos habanero. Because I've fucked with these, I've had them before, and if you eat enough of these, and I don't mean the whole bag, but you gotta eat, I'm a big guy, you gotta eat about half the bag. That's a lot, I get it, I know, but it'll build some heat. If I was using regular tortilla chips and stuff with this, I don't think any of these salsas would be as hot as I'm describing them even to be, unfortunately. I think this chip is actually helping all of them. But these two being fresh made every day, I think, or whenever, at the local Carniceria, are some of the better ones I found locally. So these are fantastic for what I can find and what I can get for some local type salsas like this. I would get both of these two over the Salsa habanero from Don Pedro's anytime. The one thing that Don Pedro's has over these two is it is a thicker salsa, which I like. But these have much better flavor, much better heat, and they're fantastic. And when I say out of all of these are the hottest, none of them are really that hot for me. But I've got a little bit of sweat going now, inside here. And my lips are, they're burning a little bit. So I recommend these salsas with these chips. And for the average person or somebody who, doesn't eat hot food a lot or all the time, that would be spicy. Combining the chips with the salsa. And like everything else, the more you eat of something that's spice or chili infused, right, the hotter it does become. It's just it doesn't keep building like things that I'm like to try to test my tolerance or test those things. These items here are more just kind of keep you there, but it's never gonna build more. It'll get hotter, but it never gets where it's, for me, out of control or too much. It's very hard to explain science with it, but if I ate half of this bag of chips with either of these two salsas, or half of this bag of chips, mixing the salsas back and forth, I would have a burn and a feeling that is satisfied my craving of hot food and that, and I would be satisfied, right? So not bad products, guys. It's been a long video, so man, I get to talking, I get to rapping, and it just keeps going. Sun's kind of going down. It is what it is. I hope this video comes out good, because I'm still going to post it. I feel like it was a decent review on these salsas. So thank you guys for watching. Get you a bag at least of these Tostitos habanero chips. Thank me later. Reno Sparks, come and see these guys. Carniceria is super small, but it's super friendly and super nice. Good produce, good salsas, good hot sauce selection if you want. A lot of spices and powders, and a good meat counter, good selection. I just haven't gotten anything from them yet, so I don't want to speak on the quality of the meat, but it looks fantastic. These to me are top notch, and from what I understand, they're made in house and made daily, or at least every other day. So if the meat's any indication of this, it's great. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow. A couple special videos coming up. I think they're going to be a lot more entertaining, a lot more burning going on, and yep. We'll see ya. Happy Friday, y'all.